A husband walked out of the kitchen frustrated and looked at his wife who was scrolling on her phone. "Why didn't you cook?" he asked softly. "I told you yesterday my family is coming for lunch." Without even lifting her eyes, she replied coldly, "They're your family, not strangers. They can eat whatever is in the house." The husband sighed. "You should have told me. I could have helped or brought takeout." "Not a big deal," she muttered. He said nothing and quietly left the house. "Why should I care about your family?" she whispered to herself. A few minutes later, there was a knock at the door. She opened it and froze. It was her own family, her father, her siblings, their kids, all smiling happily. "We came a long way." "Where's my son-in-law?" her father asked. "He invited us for lunch." Her heart dropped. She ran to the kitchen, empty counters. No groceries, no food. Nothing. Panicking, she called her husband. "Why didn't you tell me it was my family?" he replied calmly. "Your family?" "My family? What's the difference?" "Please, buy something." "I can't serve them nothing," she begged. "I'm far now," he said gently. "Just serve them what's at home. They're not strangers, right?" In that moment, she realized a painful truth. Respect isn't how we treat our own people. It's how we treat the ones we think aren't ours. If you agree, comment, "Yes, Amin." Like the video and subscribe for more stories. She let a homeless man sleep for $10, but she never imagined he was actually a millionaire sent by God. "Miss, I'd like to rent a room in your hotel." "Of course, sir. Come in, make yourself at home." "Can I really come in, miss? I'm dirty, torn up." "It doesn't matter, brother. You're welcome here. What a beautiful hotel. Tonight, I'll finally sleep in a real bed. 3 nights on the street already. How can I help you?" "Miss, what's the cheapest room you have? Our lowest is $250 per night. I only have $10. Do you maybe have a mattress?" "Even the floor, I'm sorry." "Those are the hotel rules. No problem, miss." "I just wanted to ask, could I at least take a shower?" "I want to clean up. Find a job. Get out of this life. People don't even let you inside a company looking like this." "You know what? Since you want to change your life, you can stay tonight." "For your 10, miss, really?" "Yes, feel at home." "Good morning, miss. Did you sleep well?" "I did. First good sleep in days." "Thank you. You're a good person. I know I didn't pay, but may I pay you another way? May I read a verse for you? Even when the world forgot you, I never did. I carried you through your hardest moments. I heard every prayer, every tear. And today your glory arrives." "Sir, why am I crying?" "You don't understand. I've been praying for weeks. No guests, no money. You're the first person who walked in. I thought God forgot me." "Miss, I'm not a beggar. I'm a hotel businessman. Yesterday, I left home with a promise to God. If he blessed my businesses, I would change someone's life. I went to more than 20 hotels. Nobody let me in but you. You opened your heart. God used you to bless me, and now he's using me to bless you. My promise was to give $1 million to the person who helped me, and that person is you." "Are you serious?" "Completely. My God, thank you. This will change my life forever." If this story touched your heart, comment, "Amen." Like the video and subscribe for more life-changing stories every day.
"You're worthless. I'd rather have a dog than you." Those were the last words Gabriel heard from his own mother before she threw her 12-year-old son onto the streets like trash. Cold, hungry, and shaking with fear, Gabriel wandered aimlessly until he collapsed at the door of a small bakery. The owner, a grumpy, lonely old baker, opened the door and muttered, "Another kid abandoned by the world." But even through his harsh voice, his heart made him lift the boy, feed him warm bread, and give him a corner to sleep in. At first, all Gabriel heard were scoldings. "Clean that floor properly. Don't waste the flour. Wake up early, boy." But behind every rough word was a love the baker didn't know how to express. He taught Gabriel how to knead dough, how to work with dignity, and every night after closing the bakery, they shared hot soup and stories. Slowly, the grumpy man became a father, and the abandoned boy became a son. Years passed. The child the world threw away became a good man, shaped by bread and love, until one day the baker fell ill. In the hospital, frail and fading, he held Gabriel's hand. He whispered, "My biggest dream was to be a baker. But God, you gave me more than a dream. You gave me a son." He touched Gabriel's face with trembling fingers and said his final word, "Thank you." And then, he was gone. At the funeral, under the pouring rain, Gabriel clung to the grave. You didn't just teach me how to bake. You taught me how to be a man. A good man. Suddenly, a woman wearing expensive jewelry approached. His mother. Son, I threw you away because you got in the way of my dreams. I reached the top of the world, but up there everything is empty. I destroyed the only love that mattered. Forgive me. Gabriel lifted his head and whispered, I forgave you long ago, but to me, you're just another tombstone here. He pointed to the grave. My real father wore clothes covered in flour. He had tired eyes from working for us, and he was the greatest baker in the world. He lives forever in my heart. Moral, the world may reject you, but God will always send someone to love you. You will never be alone. If you believe God sends the right people at the right time, comment, I believe.
I made a terrible mistake. I was a policeman walking through the city when a dog started following me and barking at me. I always ignored him, but then I thought, maybe he wants to tell me something. I decided to follow him. The dog led me through a few streets until we stopped in front of an old house. The house was dark and quiet. The dog sat by the door and became silent. I was confused, so I took out my gun and opened the door. Inside, it was quiet. In one room, I found an old lady lying in bed holding a photo. She had been dead for a while. Next to the bed was a note. All I wanted was to see my son on my last day. In that moment, I thought of my mother, who I hadn't talked to in years because of an argument. I took the photo from the old lady's hands and saw myself as a boy. I was shocked. That old lady was my mother. I fell to my knees and cried. Forgive others. Life is too short. If you love your mom, hit like, comment, amin, and subscribe. Don't wait until it's too late. While a mother slept beside her children, the nearby river overflowed, and water rushed into their home like a monster. In seconds, everything was gone. Furniture, clothes, food, memories. The mother fought the current with all her strength, holding her children tightly. Their lives were spared, but when dawn came, they had nothing. Hunger quickly followed fear. Mama, what will we eat? The children cried. Our food is gone. With her youngest child in her arms, the mother ran through muddy streets to a small neighborhood grocery store. Her voice shook as she spoke. Please, sir, sell me some food. I'll pay you later. The shopkeeper didn't even hesitate. I don't give credit to strangers, she begged again. She explained she had 5 hungry children, that the flood had destroyed everything. The man looked at her coldly. Leave, there's nothing I can do. Tears filled her eyes, but thinking of her children, she pleaded one last time. Near the door, another customer heard everything and stepped forward. I'll pay for her groceries. But the shopkeeper waved him off. Then, with a mocking smile, he said to the woman, All right. Do you have a list? Yes, sir, she whispered. Put your list on the scale, he said. Whatever it weighs, I'll give you in food. With trembling hands, the woman took a small piece of paper from her purse and wrote something quietly. She placed it on the scale. Suddenly, the scale dropped hard to one side as if a heavy stone had been placed on it. Everyone froze. The shopkeeper began adding food to balance it. More and more and more. Still, the scale wouldn't move. Confused, he picked up the paper and read it. It wasn't a shopping list, it was a prayer. Dear God, you know my needs. I place my children and this situation in your hands. The shop fell silent. Without saying a word, the shopkeeper gave the woman all the food on the scale. She left the store with tears in her eyes, but this time they were tears of gratitude. She knew something for sure. God had heard her. The shopkeeper stood there, shaken, because he learned a powerful truth. When human hearts close, faith opens doors no one can shut. A sincere prayer is worth more than gold. Where there is true faith, miracles still happen. If you believe in the power of prayer, type Amen in the comments. Like this video, share it with someone who needs faith today, and follow for more stories that touch the heart. Good morning, miss. I saw you selling cookies in front of the ranch. Could you give me a small bag? Of course, sir, she replied. What kind would you like? Any kind. Just something to have with my coffee over at the ranch. Hold on, I'm getting a call, he said. Yeah, I'll be at the ranch soon, just a few minutes away. Okay, sir, here's your change. Don't worry about it. Miss, keep the change, she thought. What a kind man. Sales have been terrible today. Then she noticed something. He had left his wallet behind. Carefully, she picked it up and opened it. Wow, look at all this money. I've never seen so much cash in my life. It was full of cards, too, some even unlimited. Here's his name, Ricardo. He said he worked at the ranch across the road. I can't even think about keeping this. Determined to do the right thing, she decided to return it. Hey lady, what do you think you're doing walking into the boss's ranch? Please, sir. I'm not here to cause trouble. A man named Ricardo bought some cookies from me and forgot his wallet. Ricardo? He doesn't work here, lady. He's my boss, the owner of this ranch, and he doesn't let people like you come inside. But sir, I just want to return it. No way. Look, it's full of money. Money, let me see. Yeah, that's the boss's money. Leave it here, I'll take care of it. He won't like you coming inside, got it? Promise you'll really give it to him? Of course. Don't worry about it. Now get out before the boss sees you. You're right, sir. We shouldn't keep what isn't ours. Good thing I didn't. As soon as she left, a man who had been watching grabbed the wallet. My God, the boss left a fortune in here. So much money and unlimited cards, too. I know exactly what I'm going to do. Later, the boss returned. Hey, look, I found my wallet. Thank God. Where was it, Louise? Right there in front of the ranch, but I think someone found it before you did. What do you mean? It was full of money, and now it's empty. Even the cards are gone. You didn't see anyone around? No, sir. That's how I found it. Someone must have taken the money and thrown the wallet away. What a loss. I guess it's fine. The cards are canceled, and the money wasn't much anyway. Losses happen. Thank you, Louise, for bringing my wallet back. The important thing is the documents. Imagine having to replace all of those. That'd be a nightmare. I really appreciate your honesty. That's what matters most. You're a true example here at the ranch. Keep working like this, and I'll make you the ranch manager soon. You've earned it. Thank you, sir. For more people like you, Louise, thank you very much. Louise returned to work, proud of her honesty. And the boss, just glad his wallet and his trust was safe. If this story touched your heart, don't just watch, like this video, comment Amin. To show your support, subscribe and share to inspire more people with honesty and kindness.